This is in The Sun. The Prince, as we know, is suing the Home Office for basically, he wants an armed guard when he ever comes back to the UK. And he's applied for a judicial review in the High Court.
Harry's life after leaving the royals is falling apart, with UK politicians pushing to take his Duke of Sussex title and tax officials demanding $800,000 in 3 days. And while he threatens to sue looking desperate, Meghan stays silent, keeping her distance to protect her own brand.
Away when he stepped down from royal duties, as it probably should have been. But however, this case has been going on for 18 months now, Eamon, and it has cost the great British taxpayer, that's all of us, $300,000.
For Harry, this is not just about money. It is about who he is, because without the Duke title, he is just another celebrity in debt. And now Parliament is openly debating to strip him, saying he abandoned duty, attacked the crown, and still profits from the royal brand.
Oh, all right, yes, I see what you mean. Yes, yeah, okay. So the Home Office have to go in there and say...
The Home Office has to go in and fight the legal case, and it, obviously, we are the government, it's our money then.
Harry is now facing his worst nightmare, because Parliament is moving to strip his Duke title, while the UK tax office hit him with a massive bill of almost $800,000 in overdue. Taxes from income and property tied to his post-royal deals, leaving him closer than ever to just being another broke celebrity.
Harry and Meghan obviously haven't confirmed yet whether they're coming back for the May 6th coronation, and you know, if they do come back for the coronation and they spend the time with the royal family, they won't need security. There's security.
No, they won't. He will need his security. He needs security. He's the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Harry was given just 3 days to pay with no royal exceptions, and instead of settling the debt, he is now planning to sue the tax office claiming bias. But experts warn this move could backfire badly, since a lawsuit would open his finances to even harsher scrutiny.
Absolutely. That was the most dangerous thing.
Yeah, well, and like all PMs, like all high society, like all the royal family, if he comes here, he needs his security, and 300 grand in the scheme of things is not a lot of money.
If he goes to the coronation though, Chris, with the rest of the royal family, he won't be outside that. So
auditors could tear through Harry's accounts, his foundation, and his Hollywood deals, exposing far more than the tax bill itself. And while he lashes out, Meghan has stayed completely silent. Insiders say it's on purpose, a cold strategy to protect her own brand by quietly stepping back from Harry's growing humiliation.
But they won't always be there. Well, they'll have their private time. They'll go somewhere together, and they'll be living somewhere together. They won't always be there. They need security. It's been used to security. They need security. Look.
Blank check then. Free reign, give him whatever he wants, even though
she doesn't want his tax mess or title drama dragging her down, so she's keeping her distance. That makes her look cold and selfish, while Harry finally sees the loyalty is one-sided, and the scary part is this tax bill might just be the start, because now watchdogs are circling Archewell with whispers of shady grants and missing money. And if Harry pushes ahead with his lawsuit, it could blow the lid off their foundation's books completely.
But look, you do not. If you take it away and he gets popped off, then what happened to his mum has happened to him. Why go there? Okay, you don't have to like him, but why go there?
Why should we pay for it then?
Because he is.
And that is Meghan's nightmare, because Archewell is her shiny shield, the thing that makes her look powerful and kind. And if those numbers fall apart, the whole empire goes down. So now we see Harry cornered with Parliament ready to rip away his title, the taxman chasing almost $800,000 in 3 days. Harry screaming lawsuit that could explode his finances. Meghan staying silent to save herself, and Archewell already under fire. He once thought running from the crown would set him free, but instead he is trapped harder than ever by money mistakes and a world that does not see a prince anymore, just another fading celebrity.
Harry, but his mum and his dad were royalty. Yeah, he's left, but the blood is still there. Why would you open up to that risk? Look, this is just, I don't understand why we're going into this minutiae. Look, you don't have to love him, and he's had a go.
But now the shine is gone. Netflix was meant to be their golden lifeline, with that huge $100 million deal to crown them as Hollywood royalty. But the shows flopped, the views crashed. The critics called them dull and fake, and with Harry drowning in tax debt and the threat of losing his title hanging over him, Netflix is backing away just like everyone else. Insiders whisper the Sussex brand is sinking fast, and even executives admit they are no longer worth the risk.
His dad and his brother, fair play. Don't like him for...
Meghan Markle, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Can we start with the proposal and the actual moment of your engagement? When did it happen? How did it happen?
It happened a few weeks ago, earlier this month here at our cottage.
But this time the palace has stayed silent, leaving Harry completely exposed, and the people are louder than ever. Polls show almost everyone wants him stripped of his titles and forced to pay. The massive $800,000 tax bill hashtags like "Pay your taxes, not Duke and Sussex scam" are flooding social media trending non-stop and painting him as the biggest hypocrite in royal history. The image of Harry as a poor victim has completely vanished. Now, he is seen as spoiled, selfish, and entitled someone who trashed the monarchy while living off its benefits and then cried foul when treated like every other citizen. People are saying enough is enough, and even loyal supporters are struggling to defend him anymore because the narrative has shifted for good. And unlike in the past, when the palace quietly cleaned up his mess, this time no one is protecting him. Not the royals, not the politicians, not even Meghan. Harry is standing alone in the storm with his reputation crumbling and his future hanging by a thread.
Droll and very romantic. He got on one knee.
Was it an instant yes from you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I could barely let you finish proposing. I was like, can I say yes now?
She didn't even let me finish. Just can I say yes, can I say yes now? And then there was hard.
King Charles and Prince William have made their stance crystal clear. Harry is on his own. No safety net, no quiet cover-ups, no special treatment. One insider even said he wanted independence. And now he has it, along with the bills and the fallout for Harry. It feels like betrayal, but for the royals, it is simply justice. The man who trashed the monarchy for profit is finally forced to live without its shield, and Meghan, the woman who once painted herself as his fiercest strategist, has gone silent. She isn't defending him, she isn't fighting for him, she's protecting herself, her brand and her image. While Harry takes the hits, and to the public that silence is proof of what they suspected all along. Meghan will step back from anyone, even her husband, if it means keeping her own reputation intact. Her image as a humanitarian and a modern Diana is cracking, and what's left is someone cold, calculated, and opportunistic. Now, Harry faces the ugliest reality without his title. He is plain Harry Windsor, stripped of crown status and credibility. Just another celebrity drowning in debt lawsuits and fading attention. The $800,000 tax bill is only the start. Archewell may be torn apart by investigations. Netflix may finally walk away, and the palace has already washed its hands clean. He thought freedom would make him stronger, freer, independent. Instead, it has made him exposed, cornered, and humiliated. Parliament is moving to take his titles. HMRC is demanding his money. The public has stripped him of sympathy, and Meghan has stripped him of support. Harry wanted freedom, but what he got was accountability. And now the world is watching as a man born into royalty falls into the role of an ordinary citizen, but with a bitter twist. Ordinary citizens pay their taxes without complaint. They don't sue the government. They don't cling to privileges they walked away from. And that is what makes Harry's fall so much harsher. Ordinary people don't cry about accountability. They face it head on. And right now, Harry is learning that lesson the hard way. Parliament is not just talking anymore. They are moving with real force to strip him of the Duke of Sussex title, something that once gave him status, influence, and protection. But without it, he is simply Harry Windsor, and that thought terrifies him. HMRC has slapped him with nearly $800,000 in unpaid taxes, and here's the kicker: no extensions, no royal treatment, no safety net. It's pay up or face the consequences. And instead of quietly settling, like most citizens would, Harry is threatening a lawsuit against the tax office, which could actually blow up in his face. Because if it goes to court, his entire financial life gets dragged into the spotlight, from his Hollywood contracts to his Archewell Foundation books. Everything will be exposed, and Netflix, the platform that was supposed to be his golden ticket to independence, is already pulling back. Their executives are reportedly unimpressed with the Sussex content, calling it overproduced, boring, and not worth the $100 million gamble. So Harry's so-called freedom is crumbling. At every angle, Archewell, the charity that was meant to give him and Meghan legitimacy, is now facing questions from watchdogs about shady finances and underreported numbers. And while all this is happening, Meghan has gone silent. Not a single statement, not a show of support, not even standing by his side in public. Insiders whisper it's a calculated move. She's protecting her own image, letting Harry take the full hit and distancing her brand from his collapse. The palace is no longer longer his safety. Ned either. Charles and William have made it clear Harry is on his own. No protection, no cleanup, no rescue. This is the real independence he fought for. And now it feels more like exile than freedom. So the bigger question here is, for all of us, should Parliament strip him completely of every royal title? Every last privilege? Should Hummark dig deeper into Archewell and his finances to see what else might be hiding? Or does Harry deserve one final lifeline? A last chance to prove himself before everything is taken away forever? Let me know in the comments, because this isn't just about Harry. This is about privilege, accountability, and whether people born into power should still play by the same rules as the rest of us. And if you believe Harry should pay back every cent, lose the titles, and finally face reality, smash the like button, share this story, and hit subscribe, because the downfall of the Duke of Sussex isn't finished yet. Parliament's bill is moving fast, the investigations are only heating up, and very soon the world may watch as Harry loses it all. His crown, his cash, and his excuses stripped away for good.